Thanks for tuning in to Inspirational Time with Just Jeanie. And on today, I have the pleasure of interviewing Michael Jones, and also he has his cast with him. But first, tell us, Michael, but let me introduce you first, and then you're going to introduce us to all of the listeners. So, okay. Michael, who is an architect, college professor, published author, and now a writer, producer, director of not one, not even two, but three of the most sought after plays that's ever toured the nation. Wow, yes. If I sound excited, I am. Thanks for spending time with us on today with Spirit Radio. So tell us, Michael, we are anxious to hear all about how you got started. But first, let us know what led you to writing.
Well, in Atlanta, where I'm from, I attempted a movement. It was 1995. I had a dream, and the dream was, can all African Americans come together $1 at a time and raise $1 million and redirect it back into the Black community to help organizations that are helping our community. And the way it manifested itself in 1996, I attempted that movement in Atlanta. President of Capital City Bank, George Andrews, opened a bank account for an organization called Brightside Academy, who is helping children after school program. And all year long, I went through the whole city on TV, radio, and in print, asking for just $1. Interesting year within the Black community.
So why $1?
Well, it was easy to raise $1. I was thinking $1 per person is easy. If you're trying to get $1 million, it's harder to ask one person for $1 million than to get 1 million people to give $1. That was the goal. But at the end of the year, we only raised a little over $4,000 for the whole year. Interesting year in which I learned about the mental conditioning of slavery and how we've been conditioned from light skin, dark skin, long hair, short hair, and all the issues that we need to get out of in the Black community in order to love one another the way God wants us to. So I compiled a daily journal of the movement. And at the end of the year, I put it together and I published my book, $1 at a time, and did a book tour from 2000 to 2001. And someone came up to me and said, you know what? I like your book, but have you ever thought about writing a play? Because Black folks don't read.
Wow.
I didn't want to hear that.
Interesting.
But I took them up on it and I wrote my first play and kept going from there. And
okay, so you wrote how many books have you written?
Well, one book, $1 at a time. And I wrote the book, then I wrote the plays.
And the plays,
And we toured for 20 years from 2002 to 2018, basically. And then COVID came. So I decided to turn my first play into an online streaming movie. And everything went from there. And it's, oh gosh, this is an incredible opportunity. And I love it. Got the wonderful cast that you can never believe.
So Michael, tell us, what cities did you tour?
Well, we did Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama cities. In Georgia, we did Warner Robins, Athens, Georgia, Fort Gordon, Georgia, Augusta, Georgia. In South Carolina, we did Sumter, South Carolina, Hartsville, South Carolina, Walterboro, South Carolina.
Now hold up. Why not Anderson? Come on now.
We're gonna get there.
South Carolina is here.
We're gonna get there.
Okay.
Yeah. And Gadsden, Alabama was the farthest we went out, which was 8 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. It was I loved touring. And I still love touring. But stage plays we gotta get back to the stage.
That's
but
right.
Movies give an opportunity to open up the door, and that's where I'm at now.
Okay, right now, architect. I was interested about this architect. What made you get into that?
Well, early on, I had a teacher in high school a drafting teacher. I took drafting.
Mhm.
I like to draw. I took drafting, and I found out that he was a member of the Commodores long time ago. And
Hmm.
oh, he was an inspiration. And I loved the class. I loved drafting. So then I went to Middle Georgia College first in art and transferred to Southern Tech in Atlanta for architecture because I wanted to build and design. And oh, wow. And I had an architectural firm in Atlanta from about 93 to 95 after I graduated.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now, you into producer and director of these plays and now a movie.
Yes, yes, yes.
So the cast you hear
Never
now,
again.
never again. Okay. Tell
Yes,
us
never
about it.
again.
Come on now. I want to hear
Hey,
from the cast as well.
yes, yes. I'd like to introduce my cast if I can.
Yes.
Martin Taylor just popped up. We love Martin. He plays several roles in the movie. You're gonna love his talent. And one of the actors we keep calling Denzel. He's wonderful. This is his first attempt at acting, and he just took it. Varian Hunter is another actor. He
Mhm.
is awesome as an actor. He did several roles as well. And Grandma, wonderful spirit, wonderful. Oh, she is. I mean, she even helped cater the cat actors with food. She was at every rehearsal, every audition, every filming we did.
Mhm.
Farlisha Brown is a wonderful dear actor. She plays the grandma in the movie, which is one of the matriarchs in the whole movie. And
Felicia, where you at, Felicia?
Felicia, say hi.
Oh, okay. I see you now. Hey. So
And
she's the grandmother. Okay.
oh yeah, and a wonderful young talent. Oh wow, I mean, this young lady has exceeded my every imagination. She's
Oh,
wonderful.
wow.
Angel, say hi. How you doing?
Hey, Angel.
And Angel she's so wonderful. She is a definite talent. That's the next Halle Berry.
Okay. Come on now. Bring
Y'all gotta catch up with
it.
her.
All
I
right.
mean, she's doing so many other things. And we got somebody that keeps everybody laughing. I mean, the whole crew, the cast. I mean, this Joker is funny. And he's been in one of my plays too. Tim Gilmore Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
Yeah, doing.
So you're the comical
oh
one, huh?
yeah, Tim. You just have to say that's Tim. He kept us laughing. I mean, he's a serious actor. I mean, oh, wow, he is. I mean, and every time I say, Tim, I need you, he's there. I mean, anything I needed, he was there. He didn't complain. He didn't ask questions. He is a wonderful talent. And any other producer needs to pick him up for any other movies you got. He's awesome talent.
Well, how did you come up with the cast? Did you have auditions for each
Well,
role?
yeah, I did auditions, like Martin Taylor. He was with us in 2002,
Yes.
long time ago. He's
Okay.
been,
Yes.
and he still looks the same.
All right.
I mean, he still looks great. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, he was with us way back when. Did Never Again in Augusta as a stage play when we sold out my very first show.
Oh,
Awesome.
wow.
That was an
Wow.
awesome show. Yeah, and that's what we've adapted to turn into an online streaming movie. So he was definite. I mean, he did like 7 different roles on stage, and in the movie, he does 7 different roles again.
Okay.
Yeah, and he and Varian play off of each other. They had the chemistry that was just awesome. I mean, it was awesome to have them both together. And of course, I had to deal with light skin, dark skin.
Okay.
So we got that. We got that. Yeah. So, I mean, I was just blessed immensely with Angel, Felicia,
Mike Jones.
all Variant, all of the actors.
Mike Jones, you forgot about my wife, man.
Oh,
Hey,
You
what is
forgot about
going
my
Get the
wife.
wife.
Dorian, wait.
Wait
I'm
a
over
minute.
here.
Who is that right there?
Sorry, I didn't see it. Where you at?
We talked earlier. What are you talking about?
There you
Oh,
go.
okay, there she is.
Oh,
It's
Hey,
just
wife.
under my granddaughter's name. I don't know why, but yes, I'm Dorian.
Okay,
Dorian.
Dorian.
Oh wow, she is awesome. I mean, that person. She drove everywhere on time, always. The first one there, the last one leaves. I mean, it's so many things she's done to help out with the cast. I mean, and every scene she does, I got to give a spoiler. She is dramatic and cries.
Oh,
I
really?
call her, she is the next Angela Bassett.
Okay.
I wish.
I mean, in the scenes we were doing, she was crying. I'm like, cut, do it again. She didn't complain, cry again. Cut, do it again, cry again, cry again, cry
Well,
again.
she brought it every time then, didn't she?
Oh, yes, she brought it. She brought it. You're going to
All
love
right.
those scenes.
Yes.
Her and Varian play husband and wife. You're going to love their chemistry. Oh, wow, their chemistry. And G Money, who's not with us on now, but he is an awesome, talented young man, highly anointed young man. He plays G Money. You're going to love that. That part is it's the glue of the movie at the end.
Interesting.
I couldn't imagine for a better cast. I mean, everyone did. I mean, and all year through COVID, and I'm asking them, hey, I need you to get that thing stuck up your nose. And they
Okay.
didn't complain at all. Every Saturday we were out. I mean, late in the evening, hot throughout the summer. They showed up.
They showed up. Hey, so COVID slowed it down, but it didn't stop it, huh?
It didn't stop them at all.
All right.
They
I can't wait
showed
till
up
June
and
get
showed
here.
out.
Now, the movie's going to come out in June?
Juneteenth. It's a Black History movie, so we definitely want to highlight now. And it's so ironic that in 2002, I wrote the theme of the slaves creating Juneteenth as a holiday in 2002.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now we have the holiday. It's just so ironic that now we have the holiday. And that scene brings tears. Oh God, it is. I mean, I've showed it to several people and they're like, wow. I mean, just in awe of that scene itself. So we're going to highlight that scene because Juneteenth is our holiday and we need to let everyone know what Juneteenth is all about.
That's
It's
right.
not just
That's
a holiday
right.
to eat barbecue and chicken.
It's
our independence.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So we really got to get the word out because everybody needs to come out and support this movie.
Yes.
Wow, I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait to get it out there. So it's like having a baby. It's like you just want to deliver it and get it out there and let everyone just see it. It's amazing, talented.
So where will we have the opportunity to see it at?
Well, it will be online. We have 5 streaming outlets, and we're getting them together now. So we'll be announcing that. They can go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is $1 at a Time Productions. If you subscribe, you can like our page. We'll have lots of information out there. We've got like 5 different streaming outlets. We're almost ready to launch that within the next couple of weeks. So it would be available for the entire world. We've got 320 million people in America. We want everybody to watch it.
Definitely, definitely. We're going to blow it up on that day. Can't wait.
Yes.
So listeners, remember to go to YouTube, $1 at a Time Production. Is that correct?
And one is spelled O-N-E.
Say that again?
Got to spell the O-N-E for one.
O-N-E, yes. $1 at a time. Yes. Make sure you go to YouTube and like that page. And yes, we definitely going to support this movie.
Thank you so much.
So I know you have so much more to share with us. So come on and tell us more.
Well, I want to let Grandma tell a little bit about her experiences with our production. So, Grandma, can you tell a little bit about how you and Jonathan interacted?
Well, at first it was kind of slow, but after he got used to it, everything just unfolded. So Mike had a little thing he wanted to do, so he sent us bowling. So we went bowling, and I had to cut up on him. He thought he was gonna beat me, but once he seen that, I was kind of lively and was joking around and everything, he kind of got used to me, and everything flowed pretty smooth after that. So I really enjoyed that, and us getting to rehearse together. It really made a good difference in it all. Yeah. For the whole album. Yeah, and Mike was funny, so it made it even easier.
That's wonderful. We can all get together and just have a good time at it too. That's good.
Yeah. That was wonderful. And the movie is based on where a grandmother explains the mental conditioning to a grandson from past to present, and all of the things that we need to learn about in our power. Our power lies in knowing who we are as African people. Once we can begin to know who we are, we once were kings and queens.
Yes.
If we can really understand that and embrace who we were, then we can truly love ourselves. Once you can truly love who God made you, then you can start the road and taking care of home first. Then we can take care of our neighbors. By and part, not all of us are there yet because of the mental conditioning of slavery. And I talk about that a lot because being conditioned is like the conditioning we're under. You can't see it until it manifests itself, but you can see the conditioning of alcohol. Alcohol, you can see drinking. And if you just say, okay, get rid of alcohol, put it down, and don't get drunk drinking anymore. But once you get down low in life or something happens, you're going to find that bottle and you're going to get back to it because you never had the coping skills and you never find out the reasons why you were drinking. We need to find out why in America, many of us, not all of us, are under the light skin, dark skin, long hair, short hair, in-house, out-house, crab in a barrel, and all of the things that keep us from truly coming together and loving one another the way God wants us to. And once we can realize who we were, then we can start that road. And that's all we're trying to do with this message and this movement. I call it more of a movement in the sense that a movie starts the dialogue. This movie talks about a lot of things. We've got scenes from slavery to Negro Baseball League to Vietnam, through all of the aspects in our community. And I love how the actors embodied the characters and channeled those emotions to make it real. Because once you know it's real, then you can identify with it. And if you can identify with the conditioning, you could break it. Once we can truly break the curse of conditioning, then, oh, wow. I mean, we built everything from pyramids to architecture to engineering to science, from Shaka Zulu, Hannibal, which was a military genius, and Imhotep, and all of the people that we had come from. Then we came to America. We had other people, Demar Vesey, Gula Jack, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and others that we know about some, but we don't know about all the other. Sojourner Truth. We don't know about the ones who made the passages through slavery and reached back to bring others back. And that's what we're trying to do, because it takes a village to raise a child. And if we can all come together as a village and reach back into the communities, not just get a little something and then go uptown and forget about where you came from, but go back into the communities, reach the children. And I teach elementary school. So I deal with kids because I know that, and I was a professor. I left teaching at Augusta Tech as a professor to deal with children because I know that's our future.
Yes, it is.
Once
Yes,
we
it
can
is.
mold our children in the ways that they need to go, then our future is set. Because we're not here forever. God has not promised us on earth forever. But it's our job to reach back and to bring up the ones, plant seeds, water them every day, and see how they're growing and blossom. And once they start blossoming, teach them the skills that they can reach back and bring someone else up. And that's how the whole village grows. It doesn't grow from one person. It grows as a collective. And that's what I'm on.
Now that's a good teacher right there. You better speak, Brother Micah. That's a professor coming out and minister all in one. Thank you so much. Now, tell about what's the good age for your children to see this movie, you think?
Well, considering it's a grandma explaining to a grandson, and he's 12. So
it's 12.
He's 12 years old in reality. So it's all the ages, basically, because children need to know. And with one of the things that I'm really sad about in America is critical race theory, CRT. And I know a lot of people haven't heard about it, but that is something that as a teacher, and I teach math, so I'm not involved in that, but if you're teaching history and you teach slavery in some of the schools, in some of the states in America, you can get fined, sued, and fired. Because they think that you're teaching critical race theory, which is teaching other children themselves. It's not about, white kids hating themselves. It's about learning the truth. America was built on slavery. We can gloss it over and say, no, it never happened. But that's taking the lie. We need to teach it. And so that's what this movie has the ability to do, is to teach our children who we were and who we can be. We need to teach them. And a lot of us, we need to know, because a lot of parents, unfortunately, don't know.
No, that's right.
To pass it on to their children. So from 16 to 60, we need to learn our past in order to pass it on.
That's right.
So
absolutely.
So the age range can be any age if you're serious about knowing who you are and being proud of who you are.
Yes. Wow. Any more from the characters about the movie?
And I want Varian he is a well-spoken person he carries the character of the strong African. So I want to tell a little bit about his experience with it. Varian.
I play the character Jacob, and Jacob is a Mandingo warrior. And even though Jacob was enlisted as a slave, he didn't allow himself to have that slave mentality. So he fought against all the rules. Everybody else was slave in the field, but Jacob did not want to be a slave. So he fought his way out and escaped until he got killed. So he took a risk for his life to not be a slave. And at first, I didn't really grasp the whole movie because I was so excited about being an actor. It was my first time being an actor, but as I was into the role and just playing it all back, I like how Mike started from the beginning, teaching people where it started from up until now. We all have been conditioned with all sorts of things, controlled, by the evil spirit. And this movie is to let people know, hey, this is what has been happening, and never again will it happen again. Now that we have the information, never again will it happen again. So we have to, get out of that.
Right. Yes.
That evil spirit and that mental condition, and train ourselves in the right way, and come together as a union. Like Mike Jones' book, it explains a lot about unity and how we can all come together and make everything work. But we all so separated, and we all jealous, and we all hate one another.
Come on now.
We gotta get out of that condition.
That's
and become
right.
together as one, because as a union, we are powerful.
Very powerful.
And this movie explains it all. So I think it's going to be a great hit. Mike Jones did an awesome, phenomenal job.
Sound like he did. Sure did. Never again would it happen again. I like that.
Amen.
Never again would it happen again.
Yeah, and tell them about your experience with Mr. Peterson.
Oh, Mr. Peterson. Mr. Peterson, the husband to Miss Dorian, is a Christian man, and we have a child that's out in the streets, want to be a gangbanger, and we trying to instill in him, hey, this is not the way to go, but he don't want to listen. Like the kids today, they don't want to listen to their parents. They want to follow what's in the streets, which is not good. And me and the wife, we go back and forth, and I'm not that so saved person, but she's the saved person. So we kind of bump heads a little bit, but eventually, our son come out of that life, and he gets saved.
All right. Oh,
Yeah. And Dorian, I want Dorian to tell you her experience with being Miss Peterson. She was, like I said, this woman is Angela Bassett. She's coming.
Okay.
Dorian?
Yes. First of all, I had a lot of fun. I was a little nervous at first because I had to drive back and forth to Atlanta to Augusta. So I'm new in Georgia. So I didn't know if I could handle it, but I did. And I don't regret anything because we had so much fun. Very and I had good chemistry. At first, I was a little shaky because he's so much younger than me, but the directors kind of walked me through it. Even the cast got on me too. And Mrs. Peterson is a Christian woman, and she's kind of a softie when it comes to her son. She know her son is doing wrong, but it's like everything he's do is okay. But then I had to, pray, because I realized that this boy is going to get in trouble, and he went to jail. It broke her heart. And when he came home, my husband was kind of hard on him, so I had to put on a charm, and he kind of, softened up. But it was it was really a fun experience. Mike and all the directors taught me, because I didn't know nothing about acting. I'm like I'm new, with all this. But with the cast, we're having fun with Felicia's food. Just everything was awesome. It was worth the trip back and forth, from Atlanta to Augusta. It was phenomenal. It was great. That's all.
It was great. So the filming took place in Augusta?
Yes.
In Augusta. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we had different locations throughout Augusta.
Okay.
And it was an awesome experience to have everyone here. And like I said, we cracked up almost every filming because of Tim. Tim is funny. He is a serious actor. So Tim, tell a little bit about your experience with it and some of the things. He's been doing a lot of plays and a lot of things as well.
Mhm.
So Tim,
Can you
is
hear
he
us,
still
Tim?
there?
I think he gone.
Oh, he might be gone, but and Angel is still here with us. This
Okay,
young
there you
woman,
go.
Okay,
is
here's
awesome.
Tim.
Huh?
Here's
There go
Tim
Tim.
back.
Oh, Tim, you're back.
Oh yes, hey y'all. Sorry,
Okay,
my
we're
phone
back
had
to you, Angel.
my Bluetooth thing was messing up on me. What was the
Okay.
question I missed?
Oh, I was just telling about your experience with it. We talked about how much you cracked us up throughout the whole process. And as you were playing multiple roles, from like Varian playing a slave, playing other characters, he was just awesome. Tell me your experiences.
Man, I'm speechless. I had so much fun getting to know the cast, getting to learn the different roles I had to do, becoming those different characters. It was a lot of different situations that I really got to really live through. Even though it's acting and we're doing a movie, some of the experiences was real life experiences and they felt real. And, I just appreciate the opportunity, the chance that Mike given me, just to even be a part of this, be a part of meeting these wonderful people. I think overall everybody came together as one big family, and we really made this thing work. I think it's gonna be something that's gonna last a long, long time. It's gonna be the start of many other great opportunities and endeavors that we do in the future. So
Definitely that. Yes.
Yes, I mean, and I loved everyone. I mean, and like I said, Angel, oh wow. I mean, she played multiple roles too, and she exceeded the expectations. I mean, and when one scene, I won't tell all of it, but she was crying and she had to fall in the grass over and over and over again.
Really?
And she screamed and cried. I mean, and I didn't direct how you cry and when you cry, it was just natural for her. I mean, and that crying just was perfect. Okay. Well, some of the actors are here and some of the actors, but like I said, this production, we have a few of them with us today, but in all, we had about 60 different people.
Really?
Many extras.
Oh.
We had several people playing multiple roles. Like I said, we go through a timeline of history. So what we're trying to do with this movie is to find something that you can identify with. It could be the light skin, dark skin issues. It could be the in-house, outhouse, crab in a barrel. It could be one of the scenes we dealt with, which is very prevalent, is when some people get a good job and then they want to close the doors to affirmative action and not allow any of other people to come in, even though they got the same job due to affirmative action. So, because a lot of things, the conditioning is important for us to break free and enjoy who we were. And that's what this movie is about. After we finish filming this one and putting this one online, it will be Juneteenth. So we got about 3 more months. We're very proud of that. I've got my other plays that will become movies as well. 40 Acres, Who Stole the Mule? That one will be filming next, and you'll see many of these actors coming back to that. And that one was based on a family finally getting material things with 40 acres and a mule, and they're fighting over the mule. Everyone's trying to sell it, steal it, and you see how material things can break up a family, and the grandmother's trying to keep her family together. And then we'll be filming that one and launching that one to the world as well. And then When God Calls, Will You Answer? Which that one actually toured, because 40 Acres, Who Stole the Mule toured from 2006 to 2009. Many Georgia, South Carolina cities. We didn't do Anderson. I'm so sorry,
That's
but we're
okay.
coming.
I'm sure you're gonna make it up to us.
Coming.
Okay.
And then when God Call Your Answer toured from 2011 to 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And Tim was on that one. So
Okay.
he was the funny guy in that one too. And then my next one is called There's a Blessing in Your Pressing. So
Wow.
we've got others that will be launching. And I can't wait. It's a love that this is so important to get the message. This is not just for entertainment. It's entertainment, of course, because it's a movie.
Right.
But it's something for you to laugh, love, and learn from.
Yeah, learn. There you go. Yes, yes, indeed. But listen, someone may be, and I'm sure we have listeners listening, and they want to know, and they got great talent as well. How would they audition for some of these future plays or movies?
Well, they can contact me. My number, 706-294-1152. I get calls a lot, and I take my calls. Or on Facebook, Mike Jones. Kind of hard to find me, but hopefully you can find me on that. Or you can go to our Facebook page, which is $1 at a time. You can go there, $1 at a time Productions. Put Productions. That's the Facebook page and our YouTube channel. So a lot of ways you can reach us. We'll be, like I said, I'm launching 4 more movies after this one launches. And I've got other projects that other people are bringing to me to look at producing their movies as well. So a lot of things we're trying to do. And it's just a wonderful opportunity. I believe in the fact that if you're faithful over the smaller things, God will bless you with the many.
Yes, He will.
I've been faithful because I've been pressing. That's why I wrote the play, There's a Blessing in Your Pressing, because I've been pressing.
Yes, you have.
And this is a wonderful opportunity to get things out. Everyone has a story. Not everyone tells them, but all you have to do is to tell your story. You know, and I talk to people about writing because I'm an author. And people come to me all the time is, how do you write a book? 1 page a day. Find a corner. Start at the top, go to the bottom. Don't write 2, 3, 4 pages a day, just 1 page. In 1 hour, it will start to, the story will come out of you. Don't try to look at, oh, I can't do a book because a book is 300, 400 pages. Don't look at it that way. Look at it 1 page at a time.
At a time.
365 days in a year, you got a book. That's how I look at things. $1 at a time, 1 page at a time. It's better to take one thing at a time, but as long as you're moving forward, you're moving in the right direction.
Right direction.
It's when you stop and back up is when you got a problem. Move forward. You might not be moving in the right direction, but at least you're moving in a positive direction.
Wow.
That's the key.
Thank you for the wisdom you have. Great teaching on today.
Well,
and listeners, remember to go to YouTube, find $1 at a time production. Make sure you like that now. And also $1 at a time production on Facebook. Make sure you go there, like their page, and definitely support this movie on June 10th. Come on now. Tell us again how we can be able to view the movie.
Well, Juneteenth is June 19th. A lot of people, and a lot of people don't know what day exactly, but June 19th will be launching it. That's the holiday, federal holiday now. So you're out of work, you can go home, tune in on your cell phone, on your tablet, on your computer, on your TV. 320 million people in America, England, Australian. We have a lot of opportunities to get this message out. We'll be putting out the streaming platforms soon. So like our Facebook page, like our channel, or just give me a call. 706-294-1152. Mike Jones on Facebook.
All right, you heard it right here on Spirit Radio. And your cast, y'all are wonderful. Look forward to meeting you guys soon, all right?
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
I'm
you.
looking
And we will
forward to that
also
movie.
be sending you a special invite to come to Augusta to see our
Yes.
preview when we launch it.
All right, I can't wait. I am so excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right here on Spirit Radio, Mike Jones and his cast.
Thank you, and have a blessed everybody.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.